When I was a child growing up, if you really wanted to go to a serious school, you went to the University of Arkansas. So I got a degree in chemistry and went to work and promptly discovered there were no people involved in chemistry. I realized I need people around me. I like working with people. I had 2 kids, and I told my brother, who was an industrial engineer, I really need to get a graduate degree of some kind in order to feed these kids. And so he said, well, okay, why don't you go to engineering? All of those guys in the engineering building, that's all you saw. But it didn't seem odd or something. It just never did occur to me what I was doing. Never did feel like a pioneer. And nobody ever pointed that out. And I did kiss the dean when I got my degree. And the poor man was so embarrassed. Of course, there was a room full of people. But it just, he was so proud and I was so proud. And I just kissed him on the cheek and he was just holding his cheek like this. It was funny. Once you get close to being finished, then you start worrying about, well, where do I go to work? I went to interview for a job, and this guy that I was interviewing with, he said, do you know anything about statistics? And I thought, God, I've heard that story before. I said, yes, as a matter of fact, I do. He said, then I don't have to hire you. And I looked at him very blank, and he said, you are less than 0.5% of the graduates coming out of engineering, so therefore you're below the level and I don't have to hire you. And he didn't. But that's when I realized, oh my Lord, it is critical that I make sure that this degree has value. When I started looking for jobs, it was very hard for me to find a job. And it was because they didn't know what to do with me. So I taught at San Diego State computers. I was teaching adult ed on databases. And finally, one of the older guys came up to me and he said, have you ever thought about leaving San Diego? And it was to teach engineers at General Dynamics about databases. They were trying to capture the cost of building, and this was at the time of GD, was building the F-16 airplanes. Then they were also building the first nuclear subs. And I worked for General Dynamics in St. Louis and then back in San Diego. And in San Diego, I led the team that did all the research. And then I went to work for Northrop, and it was a classified program. Well, it turned out it was the B-2 program. That was the thing that I loved about working in the aerospace industry. Everything you worked on had such great meaning. I stay involved with the University of Arkansas because it is our major hope on improving the lives of people that live in Arkansas. To be named to the Engineering Hall of Fame, particularly, I don't want to say anything, people, but I'm a little old. It means the world. I didn't think I merited it, but I'm going to take it.